I take this opportunity to extend our warm welcome to our respectful chief guest, Dr. Amit Chakma. Dr. Amit Chakma is the President and Vice Chancellor at the University of Western Ontario. Please welcome Mr. Amit Chakma.
Your Worship, Mayor Bratina, distinguished guest, ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you all and tell you that what a great pleasure it is for me and for my wife to be able to join you tonight to celebrate with you this wonderful event that you have organized. Let me start by thanking the organizers, particularly Indu Singh and our colleagues at the South Asia Heritage Association of Hamilton and region for inviting me to participate in this marvelous celebration of culture and community. And let me also congratulate all of you on the remarkable success of this event, which I understand has grown over the past 7 years to attract more than 700 people, and organizers told me that they're hoping that they'll be able to exceed that number this year. I hope you are able to exceed that. Your success is a tribute of the hard work of many volunteers, generous sponsors, and perhaps more importantly, the strength of your local community. I grew up in the hills of Chittagong in Bangladesh. At that time, it was part of Pakistan, into a hill tribe. My father was the only member of his extended family, 11 siblings from a joint family, who chose education. The rest of my uncles, they decided to do, what traditional hill people do, cultivate something, look after your cows and whatnot. So that was the luck that God brought in me, that my father chose education. He did not have the means to go to university, although he was academically quite fit to do so, but he simply didn't have the resources to go to university. So from that point of view, I guess I'm the first generation in my family to go to university. So I lucked out because my father saw the value of education. My mother also did not go to university, but she was a primary school teacher. So that foundation in education helped me along the way. My parents made sure that I took education seriously, and of course I did. And of course, through a long journey, now I have the privilege and the honor of leading one of Canada's most research-intensive university, the University of Western Ontario. So what is the route to my success, if you will? Indeed, I feel very blessed to have enjoyed such tremendous degree of success, which I attribute largely to the love and support of my family, who instilled in me a very strong belief in the transformative power of education. And I have no doubt that all members of the audience cherish that value. I certainly know that there is a strong value system among the South Asian community that has that strong belief in education. I know that our families will go out of their way to make sure that their children are educated. So it is that value that I think this community can amplify and bring to our new country and make this country even better. I know that you're doing it. How do I know? In this province, we are really blessed, and we can take pride in the fact that among the OECD nations, the province of Ontario has the highest level of educational attainment between the age group of 18 to 24, and our Premier wants to do it even better. We are now at about 64%, and he would like that to grow to 70%. And I know that the South Asian community of Ontario has contributed a big chunk of that in terms of creating that demand. It is arguably the case that Canada is a nation built by individuals, and many of them came from many different parts of the world at different times. New Canadians bring their rich cultures, traditions, and values. So what can the South Asian community bring to this new country called Canada? I think is the value that we cherish education. So let me give you just a few more examples of the kind of values that I think we take pride in. Attaching importance to education is one. Respect for the elderly. Think of the challenging situation this country will face as growing number of us reach that age where we will need help. If we just rely on our old age homes, if we just rely on the state support system, boy, we'll be facing a tremendous challenge. I think some of the values some of our communities bring to look after the elderly will come handy in transforming how we do things. A focus on the collective. If we can do anything to change the me culture, focusing on just my needs, into a we culture where we focus on our collective needs, I think we can then contribute to the betterment of this country. So I have no doubt that this community will continue to contribute to our future and our potential to set an example of leadership for the rest of the world. Thank you very much for inviting me, and please enjoy this wonderful special celebration.